Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, teacher, and all my friends.
Nice to see all of you again, right? We have a few students in our class this evening, right? Okay, anyway. What we have learned, and then what you have learned, and what you can apply to your daily life to get the benefit, the real happiness. And the second part, and then give you some summary. And if you have some questions, then I can help you to answer regarding to your practice and some of your doubts, right? Try to speak English as much as possible, right? And in case you cannot express your opinion, your idea in English, then you can speak in Vietnamese, right? So now, yeah, this evening, okay. So here, like, what have you learned from Theravāda Buddhist English course, and how do you apply them to your daily life to gain happiness? This is a general question, the same question, but we have, different answers, right? And hope that, from your sharing, we can learn from one another, right? So who will be the first person to share your idea, your opinion? Please raise your hand, right? Okay, let's see. We have Ngân Lâm, right? Please. Ngân Lâm, are you there?
Yes, teacher. Hello, teacher. And my friends. I would say I feel about our course that I really appreciate the chance to study with teacher and other Dharma friends for a few months, and it's given me a lot of knowledge about Theravāda Buddhism. Actually, I have no idea about Theravāda Buddhism, but after several months, I think that I gained too much knowledge, and also have a chance to do some how to say it, some Dhammadana or some Dhamma words. Yeah, with teacher and other friends. Yeah. I think that's good. However, we still have some difficulty in learning, like we cannot study consecutively as for some reason. Yeah, and also I say that at first most of friends they're very excited, and they want to do a lot of things for learning and for supporting the team. However, maybe after a long term, they feel less encouraged to study anymore, or maybe they're busy. So yeah, I think that we after a few next course, we can do some improvement. Yeah, I think. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, that's all. Okay. Thanks for your sharing. Like, um, anyway, try to give some specific information or examples of what you have learned and how you apply into to your daily life, right? Next person I would like to invite chị Bình Nguyên, right? Are you ready there?
Yes. Good evening, teacher. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Well, I will have to say that yes, I attended two class, both intermediate and the advanced class. But I would like I will have to sorry, teacher, because I actually only joined only one lesson on the advanced class, and I could not made it to attend the other classes, and I'm really sorry for that. For the intermediate class, well, actually, I had chance to read many books in Theravāda Buddhist English books, and yeah, I think that at first I felt a little bit scary about about learning Theravāda Buddhist English. However, after the course, I feel that I'm more confident when I had a chance to read to a lot of English Buddhist books, and I feel that it's not as difficult as I imagined at first. And yeah, and that's why I think this could be the basic for me to continue the reading and learning Theravāda Buddhist English in future. Yeah, during the course, I also I'm quite busy with work and prepared for some things. But I also try so hard to finish an assignment on every week on writing. Yeah, I just try to together with a team to produce the good assignment as good as we can. And yes, and because thanks for the assignment that you assigned us. Actually, I read the book. If you didn't assign the assignment for us, then we should not. We kind of lazy, and if you did not assign some kind of writing for us to do or presentation for us to do, then we would not so proactive in reading books. So thank you so much, because the teacher, thank you so much, teacher, and everyone in the class, because you gave me a chance to learn and to try, and then now I have a confidence to continue. That's it.
Okay, thanks for your sharing. Yeah, somehow like our class, we have 10 teams, right? And we have a lot of assignments. You have to write, you have to read, right? Do research, and prepare for presentation. Actually, what I want to design the course to help you to reach them like quite close to international standard, right? So somehow like if you try your best, then you can finish on assignment, and you gain some skills, right? Teamwork, and do research, something like that. Then if you take any international course, then you can adapt, right? Catch up to the teaching of like international teachers. Yeah, I hope that. And I also believe that because some of our students, they got out there on ordination, right? And now they stay overseas, right? Okay, thanks for your sharing. And next I would like to invite Hùng Phạm, right?
Yeah. Good evening, teacher, and good evening, my friends. It's hard to say what I learned from Theravāda Buddhist English course, but firstly, I think I learned a lot from doing research in some sutta, especially for example, Metta Sutta. Before that, I just chanting some phrases when I practice vipassana meditation. But by joining this course and advanced course as well, when doing research, preparing our presentation and writing essay. Actually, it's not a full essay; it's just a short one. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. Maybe I don't fully understand the meaning of sutta. However, it helped me a lot from my practicing vipassana, and I also learned how to organize the class, especially how to encourage learners doing something, and they learn a lot from their practicing, learn a lot from their instead of by just sharing, for example, the teacher just sharing their knowledge or their lessons by giving a lecture or giving them a video. You give me and other learners have chance to do by myself, and so we learn a lot. Yeah. And actually, I don't know how to say. Time for bed. Good night. But this course encouraged me a lot from practicing. And as you know, we have Pariyatti and Patipatti. That means Dhamma in theory and Dhamma in experience by practicing. Before joining this class, my Pariyatti just a little. I just have maybe some basic definition about Theravāda Buddhism, but I believe in what I practice in, and by practicing vipassana meditation every day, and by doing research in Pariyatti, it maybe for I don't know how to say, like two wings of the birds. Yeah, we had two wings. We had two wings, and by doing research in Pariyatti and practicing in Patipatti, I feel more confident in my Dhamma, life. Yeah, maybe. And in the future, I hope to continue to improve my knowledge as well as my practice, in order to become Dhamma server in some Dhamma centers all over the world. Maybe that's one of the biggest dream of my life. That is the biggest purpose of my life. I think so. Okay. Thank you for your class. Thank you for your sharing, your encouragement in last month, yeah, and this month. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. This closing lectures, closing classes, not not a class to raise one another, right? Okay, somehow like I want to to hear your whole story, right? And then with specific details, like then we can learn, right? And then we can summarize, right, what we have learned, gripped, and then that will be a background, a good background, good skills and something like that for our future practice and also study. Okay, so next person. Here we have Bảo Trân, right? Bảo Trân, please. Hello, I cannot hear from you.
Good evening, teacher, and on the Dhamma friends. Yes, today I really want to join the class because this is the last section, and for a long time I have not yet seen you. So when I can see you, I know that you are in good health, and yeah. So it's very nice that like I can attend the course, and I remember like since last year I registered the course. My purpose, first because I would like to improve my English, and then I feel like when I saw the Theravāda Buddhist course, I think that it's very good because I can learn more about English, and especially about Theravāda Buddhism, because I really like Buddhism, and also that I know some basic understanding, but I don't know much in English. Yeah. And so through the course, I have learned many things, especially I think that it's like a general picture for me on the Theravāda Buddhism. And when you gave us some homeworks and assignment, it was a little bit stressful, but I think it's very helpful. Like one of our classmates share. So in my I also have some books about like Patimokkha, about discipline, among discipline, but I did not read it till you gave the assignment. So I have to read it, and thanks so much that you gave me like the chance, and I have to learn more. And also that I think I have learned a lot from you, because through your sharing, I have learned the importance of keeping the sila. I still remember many stories you share when you was a monk and you was in the jungle, and about vipassana. So when I heard about your story, so I feel like I have more motivation to keep sila every day. And also that I try to practice meditation at home. And also that through the course, I also really like, the teamwork. That's I belong to the team 6. So it's a very nice when everybody can assign, the task in our team, and also many sharing among the teammates. So I also enjoy the time when I have a study and in team 6. And of course, that's some I think it's some class that I also did not attend fully because I also was busy with my my family. But in general, I really appreciate, and I think this is like a very good foundation for me that I can learn more in the future. And I can also, because I save many material that you sent to me and to us, so I can learn more from that. And let's share like when I study one time. So my son, he sit next to me, and he did not understand because about English, but he asked me a very innocent question. He asked me like, when you study English, or how much you have to pay for the class? And I said, no, this is the teacher. He just teach us and no fee. And he's surprised. He said, how can it like that? I said, yeah, but because we are Buddhist, and he really wants to share his knowledge. And then my son, he said, oh, I'm very surprised because your teacher, he can teach you, and he teach you in the very enthusiasm, like spirit. So the last sentence I would like to say that I really appreciate a lot about you, teacher, and also the organizing team. I think that you save your time and you share a lot to us, and I really appreciate it, and I really hope that I can maybe in the future I can attend some any other classes, or I can meet you in person, and I really thank you for you honor for your effort, that you share all of the knowledge to us, and also about your experience. So thank you a lot, and yeah, I wish you good health and peace and Nibbana. Yeah, one day. Yeah, thank you a lot, teacher and the organizing team. Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for your regards. Yeah, very nice. There's one point is very important, that right, the Dhamma, the true Dhamma, the real Dhamma, we sharing without without like return, without expecting any return, like with like fan and something like that, right? So true Dhamma will be like that. We will will be expressed in that way. Yeah, anyhow, like I don't collect money from all of you, but somehow I get a lot of gifts from all of you. And when I was sick, some send medicine, something like that, in that way, like it's very good way, to how to support one another. And I also very happy like to find to find that like many of you can speak English, can express your ideas more comfortable, right? Compared to the first day, like you cannot speak fluently, and then you cannot use many terms, Buddhist terms, Theravāda Buddhist terms, in both in English and in Pali. Right now, like you can use the word like sila with a lot of confidence, right? Normally, like we don't know what is sila, but sila is a Pali term. It's very important term. It means morality, right? Or sometimes it is translated as a virtue. In Vietnamese means giới, sometimes also translated as đạo đức, right? So it's very important. It's very very important background for our practice, especially the practice of the teachings of the Buddha. So again, thanks for your sharing, and I'm very happy to hear a lot of interesting information from you. Next person, Mr. Khoa, are you ready to share your story? Mr. Hua. Yeah. Cannot hear feedback from Mr. Hua.
Are you calling me teacher?
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm a bit inconvenient to talk because my baby is noisy.
Okay.
But I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that we have a closing letter today, and I feel a bit very sad. But I think it's okay because you already save a lot of time for us, and next time and you travel to Sri Lanka for further meditation. I actually thank a lot for your teaching us. I enjoyed the class very much. I know how to work with group, work at a team to make a presentation. I earned a lot of knowledge because you teach us how to read books and get information from reading, making essay. It's actually very useful technique that I learned from the class. And especially I meet a lot of Dharma friends. I meet you, a very good teacher, and I meet many good Dharma friends here, make friends and exchange Dharma talk. So in short, I really thank you, teacher. I have a deep gratitude to you. Thank you a lot, teacher. By the way, I still continue learn Bali with you. Okay. That's on. That's what I. That's on what I want to talk.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have time to talk more because my baby is so noisy now.
Yeah, I also appreciate your participation in our classes. Somehow you are busy with your young baby, right? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the last year and now, right? The time is quite different. Last year, somehow in COVID quarantine, right? We had a lot of time to prepare for the lecture, for the lessons, and also spend time for meditation. But right now, so many of you have to work, right? And you are so busy with your job, your duties, yeah. So you don't have much time to to work very hard and for the research, for the studies. So I understand that, and in my case too, I moved to new place, and also I have to face many difficulties to adapt. But somehow try our best, to spend time for Dharma, for the wholesome things, for the good things, for ourselves, for other people around us. And the reason I closed the class early, there's many reasons, but one of the reasons that some of you also are busy, and I also busy with my my duties. And the second point is that we have some other teachers like Venerable Sarana. He somehow he spends a lot of time to teach many Vietnamese people to learn Dharma, to learn meditation, and also some other teachers, organizers of Theravāda website, right? Invite them to teach all of you, and you also attend some classes. So somehow my classes now have less students, right? Okay, it's fine. And another point, like I plan to spend time for my meditation, and I plan to go to India to meditators. I'm so sorry. Um, so sorry for interruption. And I have planned to support some meditators um, to attend the long course, 45-day course in India. So somehow my schedules changed. So that's why I decided to close our class early. But like at the end of September when I come back to Vietnam, so if like you are ready, you have demand to learn Dharma and some specific demands, so I may design some new courses to help you to learn more, and especially then can share real experience, right? What we experience in Vietnam, in India, and in other countries, as well as our personal practice, right? The people are barking. Okay. Actually, next door is some neighbors right there. Okay. So next, I would like to invite Thảo Nguyễn, please.
Hello, teacher and Dharma friends. All of my heart in the course to gain the purification and peaceful in mind. And in the course, I learned the basic to keep my mind at peace and to keep sila in meditation and learn how to connect with my team to do assignment. I have friends you interested who have complete patience for this world that kind of lion, quite extreme quite that I found. And in Abhidhamma, I have the overview better than before that I see the isolation of this world with taste essence is the jewel of Dharma is. And it's so different when I had to go to work and when I be home, I can feel peace and I can't feel peace and all the things is oscillate and but I feel that I can open my heart and see all the things with later and see things more quiet and sometimes I had trouble with my feelings. I feel sorry change at that time in the course and how to applying daily life is giving up of everything the material goods happiness or joys hurt giving up everything is not clinging it anymore and sometimes if I still try to cling on it as I feel that is hurt. Yeah. Thank you and I appreciate for your teacher. Thank you. You turn microphone, sir.
You are muting, teacher.
Sorry. So sorry. Somehow we have a few members here, right? So I will invite all of you, right? If you are not ready, convenient, right, to share, it's okay. Please let me know. So next, I would like to invite chị Mai Lan Đàm, right?
So, good evening, teacher and my friend. So I just would like to thank teacher and all my friend because through the Theravāda Buddhist English course, I learned a lot of new things. Everything is new to me. I have learned about the Buddha, the enlightenment, the enlightened one, and so it's made me understand more, and I have increased my belief in the Buddhism. So through the course, through the assignment, the essay you and all the sharing, I learned from the document or the link you share, so I can increase my knowledge, my keen in reading, writing. So I get more familiar with the English in instruction in meditation course. Through that I learned for teamwork. So I think for apply to get the happiness in the life is the more important thing is the rules, like a discipline, and like rules for the lay people, like Pancasila in Pali, then in morality in English. Yeah, we apply in the daily life. Is through it I get more. I feel life will be happier, more confident. So I think that is very important. Daily life, we control myself in each activity, moment by moment. I know myself more clearer. That is, I think a lot of things I learned from the course. And thank you so much for teacher and all the my friend. We hope we can join the class like our class. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thanks for your sharing. Actually, when we learn something a lot, right? Suddenly we cannot, list in detail everything we have learned, right? but somehow like we can, feel that the benefits, the returns we have learned, and we have to work, right? The rewards, so many things, a lot of things. And the point is that like, we can find that we have more knowledge, and we live more, with more happiness. That's the point that we can.
Yes.
Okay, there's one more person, Ha Trân, right? Please share with us your story.
Good evening, good evening, teachers and Dhamma friends. I've been to the course, even though I have very little understanding of Buddhism. And I think what I really got from the course is I have a more systematic understanding of Theravāda Buddhism. For example, I understand some basic knowledge like the Four Noble Truths, the truth of dukkha, the non-self, the impermanence, and what I think it is really make a great impact on me is the interdependence. I know that through the teachings, through the willingness to devote the time, and with all the willingness of some other friends that we have, I have a luck to be in the group 6 with many young friends who know a lot about Buddhism, and through that I have the courage to spend my time reading different materials supplied by you in order to understand more about Buddhism. And also through the teaching, I also learned more about sila, the morality, and meditations, and the wisdom. I have some difficulty remembers all the Pali words, but I think at least I have some basic understanding of Buddhism, so that I can have more determination in the future to read more, to learn more from different peoples, and to do more practice in my daily life. To me, I think all the things I have done so far is quite theoretical. I'm not doing the meditations every day as some of the members in the group. I also attend one online meditation course introduced by the members, but I still have, I still cannot find myself doing it in the right way. So I hope that in the future I can attend a meditation course offline with the direct instruction from a monk. So I'm very happy today to hear that you will attend some meditation course, and with the promise that when you're coming back, you may have another new course. And I'm really looking to it. And thank you very much for initiating this course. So it is really useful not only for those who already have some deep understanding of the Buddhism and also have the daily practice, but also it's really useful for those like me who is on the way of starting to know more about Buddhism and putting daily practice in the real life. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thanks for your sharing, right? Okay. So yeah, each of you has your own story, and for sure, so many things, you know, you cannot share, and maybe in the future you will, you know, have more like wholesome stories for yourself, for your family, for a lot of people around you. What I learned from a Vipassana master teacher, like, you know, when you are mature in Dhamma, in the teaching of the Buddha, so ultimately your gratitude, your thanksness to your teachers will be full, right? With, you know, and to the Buddha as well also. So much will be, you know, full of your emotion. And another thing is that automatically you will share what you have with other people without expecting any things in return. That's the two qualities, you know, manifest in a mature person, you know, in a mature person who's, you know, like is mature in Dhamma. Okay, so somehow, like, you know, we have some real story from all of you, and we have learned many things, but somehow I will, you know, brief some main points what we have learned in the course, and then we will close our course, right? So from beginning, for first few weeks, we learn, you know, the main points, the teachings of Buddha, right? And we also have some short introduction about Pali language. Actually, it's a Magadhi, right? Magadhi language, which words used at the Buddha time in Magadha region. And you also learn, you know, some brief of Tipitaka, right? Tipitaka in Vietnamese is Tam Tạng, right? Tam Tạng is quite very popular, but Tipitaka is not familiar to many Vietnamese people. So Tipitaka, we have three collections, right? Three packets of collections of the teachings of the Buddha. The first one is Vinaya Pitaka, right? And the second is Sutta Pitaka, and the last one is Abhidhamma Pitaka. In English is discipline, the baskets of discipline. And the second is the baskets of discourses, and the last one, the baskets of higher doctrine or higher teaching. So in the Vietnamese, we have terms tặng luật, tặng giới luật, tặng kinh, những cái bài giảng của Đức Phật, tặng ví diệu pháp. According to Theravāda tradition, we don't use the term tặng luận, we use ví diệu pháp, or some places, some teachers they use thắng pháp. This also means it refers to all of them. Actually, all of them refer to Abhidhamma Pitaka. Somehow our class, you know, when we learn Abhidhamma is quite difficult. So many of you feel so scared, frightened with Abhidhamma. Okay, and we also learn the life of the Buddha and Gautama Buddha, the real person in our history, in the world's history. He lived in India. He was born in India. He lived in India, and he got enlightened in India. He was a real person, not like a ghost or some angel from this world, that world, something like that. And his teaching is, you know, very practical, right? It's very practical, and it's based on the science, right? It's not something superficial. So this is very important, because nowadays so many sects, many groups, right? Many organizations, they claim that they you know, they follow the teachings of the Buddha, but actually they are not, right? Thì có nhiều nhóm, nhiều cái tổ chức, nhiều cái tôn giáo thì tuyên bố là mình theo những cái gì Phật dạy, nhưng mà trên thực tế không phải như vậy. So it's very important for us to understand, you know, the life of the Buddha and know about him, and then, you know, we will not follow the, you know, the direction of blind faith. We follow us, you know, with wisdom, right? With a right faith, right, what to say, right, I forget about it. Right belief, right? Okay. And so in Vietnamese, we like, you know, we don't follow like mê tín, right? Something like that. And tín tâm, đức tin, Saddha in English, in Pali. And suddenly I forget the word in English. So it's very important, right? And we also learn Theravāda, triple chair, Tam Bảo in Vietnamese. So they are like the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And we learn the qualities, right? The characteristics, the qualities of the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, right? And they are important, you know, and for our practice. And take refugees is not like something like, you know, officially or something like that, superficial actions, but with the right faith, right? We learn, we understand the qualities of the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, and we apply it in our practice, right? And we mimic, we copy the qualities, right? And then we we cultivate ourselves those kinds of, you know, great qualities, and step by step we become wholesome, right? Become virtuous, right? With great qualities, and then for sure, when we become a good person, then we have a lot of happiness here and there, everywhere, wherever we live, we have happiness. And it's very, very important. Like here is the sila. It's very important. If we want to practice Dharma, we want to practice meditation, you know, we need the background of sila. Even we practice dana, giving or donation, right? Without sila, you know, we cannot gain a lot of benefit. But with sila, even we share very small thing, but you know, you give a lot of benefits for other people, for ourselves as well. So it's very important. And based on sila for our practice, and also, you know, is a criteria to looking for, you know, friends, Dharma friends, to look for real teachers as well. And we also learn samatha bhavana and vipassana bhavana, right? Tranquility meditation and insight meditation. So in Vietnamese, they are thiền định và thiền tuệ, or thiền chỉ và thiền quán. So these terms, Pali and English. So in case you read some Vietnamese materials, right? Meditation books, so you will know that they refer to two of these. In Vietnam and nowadays, actually there's not many places they practice samatha bhavana. Vipassana is more, more popular, and nowadays a lot of people they practice this. And samatha bhavana is just minor. Actually, the background you need the concentration, to practice vipassana, but the concentration has different level. So somehow, many students, when they practice vipassana, they just read, somehow it's a level of concentration. Samatha here is need like attend like jhana, the absorption, or in Vietnamese chứng sơ thiền, chứng sơ thiền, chứng thiền, thiền định. Right? At least the first jhana is third thiền, and then we have 4 material absorption and 4 immaterial absorptions. Thì chúng ta có 4 bốn thiền vô sắc, 4 thiền hữu sắc, thiền có cái vật chất, và 4 cái thiền vô sắc, thiền vô sắc và thiền phi vật chất. Thì tổng cộng in total we have 8 jhanas. Chúng ta có 8 cái cấp độ chứng thiền. But many meditators, they cannot attend jhana, right? But they still, have a capacity to practice vipassana. But for sure, we also have many meditators, they attend jhana, at least first jhana, then they can, work with vipassana. So here is quite important, so I will explain a little bit in Vietnamese, right? Thì thiền định và thiền tuệ, thiền định và thiền tuệ, thì về thiền định thì mục đích là tập trung cái sự phát triển cái sự tập trung của tâm, cái định tâm. Thì thiền samatha thì có nhiều cái cấp độ. Thì để mà chứng thiền thì là chứng ít nhất là sơ thiền. Sơ thiền thì thiền định có 2 nhóm là thiền hữu sắc và thiền vô sắc. Thì có 4 cái cấp độ thiền hữu sắc: sơ thiền, nhị thiền, tam thiền, tứ thiền. Và tương tự cái vô sắc cũng có 4 cái cấp độ như vậy. Còn vipassana bhavana là thiền định, thiền tuệ, hay là còn gọi là thiền quán. Thì lý do là có nhiều người hành thiền không có chứng được sơ thiền, nhưng mà vẫn thực hành được thiền vipassana. Tại vì thiền vipassana chỉ cần đạt tới cái cấp độ tập trung là thiền, gọi là thiền định sát na, chứ nó chỉ có một chút thôi. Thì là tức là gì? Tập trung được có một chút thôi, xong rồi cái tâm nó lăn sang tập trung được 5 giây, 10 giây, hay là 1 phút, 2 phút, thì tâm nó vẫn lăn sang, nhưng mà vẫn thực hành cái thiền tuệ được. Còn yêu cầu mà chứng được sơ thiền thì cái tâm nó định và nó đứng yên rất là lâu, và có những cái biểu hiện của chứng thiền, ví dụ có ánh sáng, có tỏ tướng, vân vân, thì nó khó hơn. Để mà chứng được sơ thiền thì không phải ai cũng chứng được, cho nên rất là khó. Nhưng mà Cái phần samatha này thì phần này thì thường là chỉ có thực hành đạt đến một cái cấp độ cơ bản thôi. Ví dụ như có những khóa thiền 10 ngày thì chỉ dành có 3 ngày để mà luyện tập về cái phần thiền định thôi, rồi sau đó thì chuyển sang cái thiền tuệ. Nhưng mà nếu mà mình có cái điều kiện thì cố gắng tập chứng được sơ thiền rồi thì hành vipassana nó sẽ có nhiều cái thuận lợi ha, ngồi được lâu hơn, cơ thể nó nhẹ nhàng hơn, vân vân. Còn mà chưa thì sẽ có những cái khó khăn về cái việc thực hành thiền vipassana. Okay, just share some, I hope that my, in Vietnamese will help you to understand more about this point. And then we also learn panya, wisdom, right? Here refer to like the four noble truths, right? Tứ diệu đế, right? Okay, again, so these are some practical parts of Tipitaka, because Tipitaka is vast, right? It's like, countless information, right? Countless dhammas, points, so we can cover within a few months. So I just, selected some typical, points to share with you, and then all of these you can apply into your practice. Again, first, Vinaya Discipline. So actually, Vinaya for lay people, here we cover in Sila. Sila, we have like Pancha Sila, 5 precepts, Atha Sila, 8 precepts, and Dasa Sila, so 10 precepts. Tâm giới, 8 giới và 10 giới. So 5 and 8 precepts for lay people, and 10 precepts for ordained people. Thì 5 giới, 8 giới thì dành cho người cư sĩ, 10 giới thì dành cho cái người xuất gia. But 10 precepts just for suddenly I forget some English words, for novice, for male novice and female novice, tức là dành cho 10 giới dành cho sa di hoặc là sa di ni, or in Theravāda tradition nowadays for tu nữ, right? So we call them nun, but actually they are not bhikkhuni. They are not bhikkhuni. They just follows, observes, practice 10 precepts. Right? Here in this case, we learn bhikkhu patimokha, the rules, right? The disciplines for bhikkhu, for a fully, ordained person. So Patimokha has 227 rules, right? So 227 rules. But here I just like highlight you like 4 parajika, the four very serious rules, right? Bhikkhu breaks, any of these 4, right? He will automatically, dismiss from the sangha, dismiss from the community without announcement, or without any announcement, or without an announcement. Automatically, he is this. He is not a bhikkhu. He is not a real monk anymore. Even his temple, his monastery, or his communities, they don't announce. But he himself automatically lose his practice as a bhikkhu, as a fully ordained person. And also we have for female or monks or bhikkhuni, right? We have 311 rules. So again, right, for bhikkhu, for male, right, for monks, right, there are 227 rules, and for female monks or bhikkhuni. Right? So there are 311 rules. And we also spend time to learn, you know, bhikkhu rules, right? How bhikkhus, you know, practice, you know, rules, and you know, as lay people, how we should learn, how we should you know, support bhikkhu in their practice. And there's one important point is that, you know, Theravāda tradition, they, you know, they encourage lay people to study Vinaya, the rules of monks and nuns, right? Different to, is different to other tradition. Like they don't, you know, encourage lay people to study Vinaya, bhikkhu rules or bhikkhunis rules. So this is also very important. I will speak a little bit in Vietnamese, right? Thì cái sự khác biệt trong cái truyền thống Phật giáo Nguyên Thủy Theravāda là rất là khuyến khích người cư sĩ học giới luật của người xuất gia để hộ độ, để hộ trì cho cái người xuất gia, cũng như nếu mà bản thân cái người cư sĩ đó sau này xuất gia hay là xuất gia vô duyên thì đều có cái lợi ích, không giống như là một số cái truyền thống khác cũng theo Phật giáo nhưng mà họ không khuyến khích, hay là thậm chí nói đúng, nói lịch sự là không khuyến khích nhưng mà nói đúng ra là cấm người cư sĩ học về giới luật. Thì khác biệt cái chuyện đó. Truyền thống Theravāda rất là khuyến khích nam cư sĩ, nữ cư sĩ học, tìm hiểu sâu về giới luật của người xuất gia. And then next sections we spend a lot of time, right? And actually it's very important too, like Suttanta, right? Discourse, or in Vietnamese normally we heard that like is translated as kinh, right? But it is a real meaning is like những cái bài giảng hay là những bài pháp thoại, những cái bài nói chuyện giảng dạy của Đức Phật. The first is the Dhamma Chakkappavatthana Sutta, right? Is the first discourse, the first sutta the Buddha gave to the 5 disciples, right? And here we learn the middle way in Four Noble Truth and Eightfold Noble Part. Thì cái bài kinh này là cái bài kinh đầu tiên và được Đức Phật thuyết giảng đến năm cái vị mà là sau này sẽ là 5 cái người gọi là người đệ tử đầu tiên của Đức Phật. Thì cái bài kinh này đề cập đến cái gì? Cái con đường trung đạo, middle part, và đề cập đến tứ diệu đế, 4 cái sự thật, 4 cái sự thật thánh thiện, và cũng đề cập đến cái việc thực hành, đó là bát chánh đạo. Thì lớp chúng ta đã học rồi thì tôi chỉ nhắc sơ qua vậy. The biggest lesson from this we should learn is the middle way, right? We can apply into our life, right? Whatever we do, whatever we practice, whatever we learn, we need, you know, to learn to keep, you know, the action is balanced, our mind, right? Mind actions, you know, mental action, bodily actions, and verbal actions as well. Always try to keep everything balanced, right? That's the point. Thì cái điểm quan trọng nhất của cái việc thực hành của cái bài kinh này mà chúng ta nên rút và để ý đến là gì? Cái con đường trung đạo. Con đường trung đạo thì nó không phải chỉ là cái con đường đi ở giữa đâu, mà là cái gì? Ý nghĩa của nó là gì? Khi chúng ta làm bất kỳ cái việc gì, chúng ta thực hành từ cái thân khẩu ý, lời nói, hành động, suy nghĩ thì luôn luôn giữ ở cái mức độ cân bằng, ở cân bằng, ở mức độ quân bình cân bằng thì nó sẽ đúng. Okay. And next, we also learn Metta Sutta, right? We learn how to generate our loving kindness to other beings. It is very, very important, right? in Vietnamese tâm từ, right? It's very important because without metta, right, without wisdom, we cannot practice like dana, sila, samadhi, panya. Metta hay là tâm từ là một cái phần thực hành rất là quan trọng. Thì nếu mà thiếu cái tâm từ thì cũng rất là khó thực hành cái bố thí, rất là khó thực hành về giữ giới, rất là khó thực hành thiền định và thực hành thiền tuệ. Ví dụ như là khi mình gặp một cái người hay là một cái chuyện gì đó mà mình rất là bực bội, khó chịu đối với một cái cá nhân hay một cái nhóm người nào đó, mà mình không có cái tâm từ, không có cái lòng trắc ẩn cái tâm từ, thì mình cũng không có cái trí tuệ để mình thấu hiểu cho người khác, mình cảm thông, mình buông bỏ được để mà gì mình gọi là bố thí, mình bỏ qua cho người đó những cái chuyện không có tốt đối với mình, hay là những cái lợi ích về vật chất vân vân. Rồi tương tự khi mà không có cái tâm từ thì không có thực hành được giới, thì sẽ nói những cái điều mà nó bất thiện ha, nghĩ nói hành động những điều bất thiện, rồi không có bố thí được, không có buông bỏ được, không có tha thứ được cho người khác, không có giữ được giới, không có giữ được thân khẩu ý, thì không có thể nào thực hành thiền định được. Và không có định, không có sự tập trung, cái tâm nó tán loạn thì không thể nào thực hành thiền tuệ được. Cho nên một trong những cái yếu tố rất là quan trọng đó là gì, phải thực hành cái tâm từ, cảm thông cho người khác, dễ dàng tha thứ cho người khác. So that's why it's very, very important, right? And next sutta is anapanasati, right? Breathing in, breathing out practice. But it's not simple, the practice of the breath, right? But it's have 16 stages or 16 steps, right? So you practice, on off the teachings of the Buddha, and then you can read the final goal, right? Not only the breath, the concentration. So it's also very important, right? And another sutta is very popular, right? Is Mahasatipatthana. So the great discourse, so on the mindfulness establishment. Thì cái bài kinh này là bài kinh về Đại Tứ Niệm xứ, rất là phổ biến ở Việt Nam, cũng như là trên thế giới, phổ biến khắp thế giới rồi. So this we practice the four practice of mindfulness: the mindfulness of the body, the mindfulness of the sensation or feeling, the mindfulness of the mind, and the mindfulness of the mental contents of the mind. So in Pali, they are Kaya Nupassana, Vedana Nupassana, Chitta Nupassana, and Dhamma Nupassana. So for sure you learn all of these. Actually, this sutta is very vast and very, it covers many points. So we cannot learn and understand deeply all of these points. We need to practice, and it takes years, right, to attain some parts of this sutta. Somehow, like we should, spend time on the basic, on the background of the practice. It's like anapana, right? So you should develop your concentration to reach some levels, and then based on the practice of morality, then you can go further in your practice. And there you should spend time to learn more about the practice of chitta, right? Chitta and Dhamma. Somehow they are quite unfound, quite difficult to many meditators, and many meditators, they don't even know about these, right? But when you have some good background about class, then you should spend time to learn more Dhamma, more theory, and you will understand, right, the instructions of Chitta Nupassana and Dhamma Nupassana in this sutta. Thì cái bài kinh này có hai cái phần là phần quán tâm và cái phần quán pháp, thì nó tương đối nhiều và khó với nhiều người, thậm chí nhiều người hành thiền không biết những cái chi tiết của cái phần hướng dẫn này. Thì lớp chúng ta nếu có những cái quý vị nào mà có cái nền tảng tốt rồi thì tìm hiểu thêm về lý thuyết, về những cái pháp hướng dẫn. Chúng ta cần phải học nhiều thì mới có thể hiểu được những cái hướng dẫn về cái phần quán tâm và quán pháp trong cái bài kinh này. Okay, and last part, Abhidhamma, ly diệu pháp, right? This is quite difficult, and so many Western scholars, they don't praise about the teaching of this, but many other like Asian and some Western scholars, they also praised the teaching of Abhidhamma. But in my case, when I learn and practice Vipassana meditation and the teachings of the Buddha, and when I learn Abhidhamma, I find many relevant information, the connection between the teachings of the Buddha and some information in Abhidhamma, and we can find some practicals, Dhamma in Vipassana meditation when we practice fine. Somehow it's quite difficult. So I just encourage that if you really want and you are interested in this, then you spend time to learn Abhidhamma. Otherwise, you should focus on Suttanta, many discourses. They are easier for you to understand. Thì cái chỗ này vi diệu pháp thì rất là nhiều cái học giả người phương Tây, họ không có gọi là không có tin, họ không có tin về cái vi diệu pháp này, không có tin là cái này là do Đức Phật giảng, và họ không có, nói chung họ chống đối á. Nhưng mà cũng có rất là nhiều những cái vị học giả người châu Á cũng như nhiều học giả người phương Tây thì họ vẫn ủng hộ cái Abhidhamma và dạy cái này. Thì ở đây tôi muốn chia sẻ là gì, tôi thấy là bản thân tôi thì tôi thực hành thiền và học vi diệu pháp, tôi thấy có cái sự tương quan. Khi mà thực hành thì mình cũng sẽ thấy được một số cái điều lợi ích trong cái việc hành. Thì tôi cũng khuyến khích là mọi người học, nhưng mà với cái điều kiện là mình thực sự đam mê. Còn nếu mà mình thấy không có đam mê lắm, nhưng mà thấy người ta học mà mình cũng ráng mình chạy theo mình học thì không nên. Thay vì vậy thì dành cái thời gian đọc nhiều những cái bài kinh, là đọc những bài kinh. Cái bộ kinh thì nó tới rất là nhiều đó, trường bộ kinh, trung bộ kinh, tương ứng kinh, rồi gì tôi đó là rất là nhiều. Thì chỉ là đọc trung bộ kinh thôi với trường bộ kinh thôi là mà tìm hiểu cho nó kỹ là cần rất là nhiều thời gian và rất là nhiều pháp hướng dẫn cho chúng ta thực hành được. Còn mà học Abhidhamma là cực kỳ mất thời gian và rồi đã mê rồi, mê dữ lắm, rồi mà mê rồi mà quên thực hành những cái căn bản về giới định tuệ thì cái bản ngã sẽ lớn. Thì thành ra càng học cái bản ngã càng lớn là cái thực hành nó càng yếu. Nó cũng là một cái nguy hiểm. Right? Okay, here like we learn we have two classes, right? One we focus on the theory of Abhidhamma, and another section we spend time how to apply to Abhidhamma in daily life. So here briefly, Abhidhamma, analyze, works on for objects, Rupa, Chitta, Cetasika, and Nibbana. So I will speak in Vietnamese so it is easier for you to understand. Thì ví dụ pháp thì nghiên cứu và phân tích bốn cái đối tượng là sắc, sắc thì tiếng Việt ngoài cái từ sắc thì còn hiểu là cái phần vật chất ha. Phần tâm, phần tâm sở và niết bàn. Thì tất cả về diệu pháp đều xoay quanh cái bốn cái đối tượng đó thôi. Thì sắc thì chia ra làm 28, tâm thì chia ra là 89 hay là 121, tâm sở thì có 52, niết bàn thì chỉ một thôi. Rồi rồi thì khi mà nghiên cứu về vi diệu pháp thì sẽ không có một cái người nào hết, không có một con người nào hết ở trong đó, tất cả đều được phân tích và bóc tách ra là chỉ có bốn đối tượng đó thôi. Ví dụ như một về chúng sinh đó thì sẽ có bao nhiêu cái sắc pháp để cấu tạo những cái cơ thể của cái chúng sinh đó, có bao nhiêu cái loại vật chất đó để cấu tạo cái cơ thể của chúng sinh đó, có bao nhiêu cái loại tâm tồn tại ở trong chúng sinh đó. Rồi ví dụ như thì khi mà học về vi diệu pháp thì mình sẽ được giải thích là những cái cảnh giới 31 cảnh giới, mỗi cái cảnh giới sẽ có những cái loại chúng sinh nào, chúng sinh đó sẽ có cái thân thể vật chất như thế nào, tâm như thế nào đó, thì rất là thú vị ha. Và học rất là hay đó. Thì tôi chỉ nói sơ vậy thôi, nhưng mà khi mà tiếp cận thì nó rất là khó, có nhiều cái điểm khó. Thì ai mà thiên về khoa học như về lý toán rồi thì hóa học đồ gì đó thì khi học vi diệu pháp thì thấy thích và dễ dàng. Còn những người mà thuần về văn hay là cái đời mình thiên về cái thiên hướng đó, những cái gì nó không phải tính toán khoa học á, thì học cái này rất là cực nha quý vị. Okay, so just brief some main points we have learned in the course, right, for last few months, and that's all. And I wish you happy, right? So may you be happy. And now, if you have any questions, you can raise, and I will spend a few minutes to answer your questions. And if we don't have, then we close our class here. So again, do you have any questions? Okay, Thảo, please.
Dạ thầy ơi, thầy có thể cho con một chút thông tin về xá lợi của Đức Phật được không ạ? Và con thấy cũng có nhiều trong những ngôi đền chùa thì cũng có dòng chữ là xá lợi của Đức Phật, rồi rồi với lại những mà thiền sinh nếu mà đạt với cảnh giới cao thì cũng có thể đạt được, thì thầy có thể cho con một chút thông tin được không ạ?
Thì cái chuyện xá lợi thì thôi thầy cũng chia sẻ vậy. Đức Phật trong kinh điển ghi lại đó, khi mà Đức Phật mọi người hỏa táng cái thân xác Đức Phật đó, thì cái thân xác Đức Phật cũng như là thân xác của người bình thường thôi. Nhưng mà khi một cái vị đã chứng thánh A La Hán thì cái đặc biệt là một cái vị chánh đẳng chánh giác thì cái tâm cái vị đó cực kỳ tinh khiết và những cái vibration, những cái sóng, những cái xung động của vị đó nó sẽ khác với những cái chúng sinh khác, cũng là người với nhau thôi, thì nó có những cái xung động, thì cũng giống như là cái sự phân rã của phân tử vậy. Nhưng mà nó cũng có những cái điểm tương đồng. Thì thiêu, thì khi mà thiêu xong rồi thì chỉ có xương thôi mọi người, xương và tro thôi. Nhận dưỡng, ví dụ như là theo lúc mà tôi đi qua bên Sri Lanka hay là Miến Điện, những cái xá lợi của Đức Phật là xương thôi, Ví dụ xương răng nó rất là dài, rồi những cái mảnh sọ gì đó cũng là xương thôi, theo chính thống là như vậy. Còn những cái hạt máu này máu kia, rồi một số người ngồi thiền cái nó sinh ra xá lợi rớt từ chư thiên chư đồ rơi xuống, thì những cái đó nếu mà mình là cái người có thực hành đúng đắn chân chính thì biết những cái đó là không có đúng. Thì tôi cũng không tiện để nói linh tinh lang ta. Thì chỉ có một điều là gì? Xá lợi của Đức Phật hay là những cái vị thánh A-la-hán là có. Và khi các vị đó dụ như là được thiêu hoặc là chết ở trong rừng, lúc mình nhập niết bàn ở trong rừng thì cơ thể các vị đó sẽ còn lại một số cái phần nào đó, và cái cơ thể về vật lý nó sẽ có những cái xung động, thì nó rất là tốt cho cái người hành thiền hành pháp, cái đó thì có. Và nó chỉ ở cái số lượng nhất định thôi. Thì ở đây sẵn cái câu chuyện tôi kể cho mọi người luôn, là tôi có đi đến những cái chùa, những cái tháp mà xá lợi của ngài Mục Kiền Liên, ngài Moggallana, ngài Sariputta, mà để giống như là từng thùng vậy. Đó, đi xong rồi chỉ cả đâu cả nửa mét khối hay là 1/4, 1/3 mét khối gì đó, là thấy những cái mảnh xương bụng nói là mình xá lợi của những cái vị đó. Thì cái câu chuyện ở đây mình hiểu là gì? Một cái vị đó dù có cao như Đức Phật cao cũng trên dưới 1m8, hay là những cái vị như là ngài Moggallana, ngài Sariputta đó, những vị đó rất là cao to, nhưng mà thiêu cái xác ra cho dù là tới 1m8 nó còn đầy đủ đi nữa, mà chia ra tất cả các chùa chiền trên khắp thế giới cả bao nhiêu trăm, cả bao nhiêu ngàn như vậy thì làm sao mà nó đủ nha. Thì không phải cái chỗ nào cũng là xá lợi thật đâu. Thì cái này là thôi tôi cũng nói thẳng ra để không có sợ gì, nói vậy cho để mọi người cùng hiểu. Chắc chắn sẽ có những cái nơi là xá lợi thật sự, và cũng có nhiều nơi không có đáng tin cậy, thì cái xá lợi đó thì khó mà tin được là đó là xá lợi thật, và số lượng nhiều quá nhiều như vậy thì không có đâu. Ok rồi, mọi người còn đặt câu hỏi nào nữa không?
Sa du, cảm ơn thầy.
Okay, so that's all, right? Again, thanks for your participation in the courses, and I also learned a lot from all of you, and you also learn from me and from your friends, right? I hope that you keep in touch with other people, and then you practice Dhamma. So we also call it like lay sangha, right? Cái cộng đồng của những người cư sĩ hỗ trợ nhau để mà tu tập học pháp. Okay, so many words, but I think it's enough for this evening, and that's all. And thanks for everything, and good night. May you be happy.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Good night.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much, teacher.
Thank you so much, teacher. And